Want to say a few words about spotting? What are the biggest challenges in spotting?
So closer, can you spot?
Closer, better the effect.
I learned only one thing, especially from Klaus. Great minds think alike.
Yeah, exactly.
But people who think alike doesn't always have a great mind.
What's your favorite critter in Dauin?
Definitely the wonderpuss or the mimic octopus.
Okay, sounds good. How about you?
My favorite, the blue ring.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I am here with my friend.
You're doing a vlog. Sorry.
Yeah, my friends Anna and Reggie, the owners of Silver Reef Dive Resort, and we are at the Department of Tourism Region 7 Macro Spotter training. And would you like to say a few words about, ethics in? Ethics.
Will that come out like
It will come out like you're doing a backflip.
360. Okay.
What about the ethics of ecotourism, the ethics of spotting? What are you looking for?
Yeah, we're looking for actually responsible spotters who doesn't manipulate anything in the environment, doesn't touch marine life, and as well as if they see nets or discarded plastic, they pick it up and bring it up. Like our activity.
Hey, say something.
Yeah, like our activity yesterday. We put it at a halt because there were nets. So we picked up 2 nets, which was wrapped up in the reef, and then hopefully that coral can survive. So one message just to all of the photographers and spotters. Like you can shoot these creatures and have the courtesy to actually leave them alive for the other people to enjoy.
Yeah, so both don't do damage and if possible,
don't do damage,
trash.
Remove trash, and inspire others to do the same.
Yeah. And with trash, we're really talking about both fishing gear as well as plastic bags.
Yes, plastic
sachets,
bags, the sachets, the packets of snacks. So try to keep it out of the ocean because the fish will eat it and eventually it will come back to us.
Sweet. Let's put that in practice.
Thank you.
And off we go. By the way, this is Silver Reef Dive Resort, which is an awesome place with excellent food also, lots of vegetarian options. Now, Dauin has this diving industry based on muck diving. So there are reefs here, but the main attractions are the critters, which often you find in the sand and in the seagrass and in sites which at the first sight don't look that attractive. So this is the mantis shrimp from the intro again. So this is one of the critters Dauin is clearly famous for. Another group of animals Dauin is famous for, the frogfish. So here my friend Kenneth shows how big this one is. And it's actually called a giant frogfish, Antenarius commersoni. And normally these would sit on the reef and prey on small fish which swim by and think that they're dealing with a sponge or a piece of overgrown rock, but in this case the fish actually swam. So on that day the current was really strong, and I guess the fish used the opportunity to move around. Now, the majority of frogfish which we see in Dauin are actually tiny, just a centimeter or 2 in length, and they look like little pebbles. So it's relatively easy to spot the giant frogfish, but the others you really have to be an expert with keen eyes. Now, this is another typical frogfish behavior. It's a yawn, and in this close-up here you can see how much the fish actually doesn't look like a fish. So this is really one of the challenges in critter spotting, that you have to pass the environment. Now, this is another critter which we see quite often in Dauin, which is a crinoid shrimp. These shrimp live on, as the name implies, crinoids, relatives of sea stars and sea urchins, and these are filter-feeding echinoderms. And there's actually quite a fauna on these crinoids. So this shrimp, so that you can get an idea, is only about 1 centimeter long. So again, for a good critter spotter, the critter spotter would know where to look and then figure out how to find these tiny crustaceans. Lots of camouflage going on. So this nudibranch here, or actually it's a sea slug, not a nudibranch, and it is a Urchin viridis. It's on a piece of seagrass. Now, another tiny sea slug, this is actually a nudibranch on a tubular sponge. So the length of this animal was, not more than 5 millimeters, very difficult to find, and a good critter spotter will point this out to you. This is a larger nudibranch here, where I got the chance to focus close up on the gills. This is a so-called head shield slug, and to be precise, this is Pillsbury's head shield slug, Tubulophilinopsis pillsbury, and it is burying itself in the sand. This is a escape mechanism. Again, we're dealing with an animal which is 5 or 6 millimeters in length, and it's already well camouflaged, but I'm assuming because of my video lights it realized that it had been detected and decided to go under the sand for some time. Now, so you get the idea. There are lots of very small animals which are fascinating to look at if you can find them. This fish, and yes, this is a fish, this is the leaf scorpionfish, is actually not that small. And also these ghost pipefish, ornate ghost pipefish, are not that small, so maybe the size of a child's hand, the bigger fish. And they were camouflaging themselves next to this black coral. So they take up the color of this black coral, and then they hover there. So you see also the shape, you see these tassels on this fish. Again, once a good critter spotter will point that out to you, it will be easy to see the fish, but if you might actually swim by, because the camouflage works so well that you would just assume that what you're looking at is really just a part of this bush of black coral. So all this camouflage, of course, evolved to escape predation, but it makes it a big challenge to find these animals. There is a little blenny in the background. So this underappreciated, the echinoderms, this is a sea urchin with its tube feet. So I hope you enjoyed these thoughts on critter spotting, and see you soon. Come dive with us in Dauin.